Hello, this is Sharon Pearson, the Interim Executive Director of the Oberlin Business Partnership, and I am here again with a business owner in Oberlin that is also an Oberlin Business Partnership member. And we're glad to be speaking with Aileen today. She owns a photography company. So I would just like to ask you to please introduce yourself and say what your business name is.
My name is Aileen Smith, and my company name is Aileen Elizabeth Photography.
Thank you. And we're doing these interviews because people really want to know, who are these business owners in Oberlin? When did you start your business?
So I went full time with my photography business in 2016. So this will be my 8th year full time. But I opened my studio here in Oberlin in September of 2023. So I'm just about 6 months into being a downtown business owner.
And what were you doing before you did photography or started your business?
I actually went to school. I went to Bowling Green for telecommunications. So I have my bachelor's degree in telecommunication. From there, I moved to Columbus and I was working at a title office. And I was doing photography on the side just for fun. It kind of started off with people asking me to do family photos for them or their babies' pictures. And it kind of just snowballed from there. And I was like, wow, I really love photography. So I just kind of went with it full time. And I ended up moving back to Cleveland because I was doing a lot more business up here. So I had just graduated college and decided to go for it.
All right. So tell us a little bit more about your business. What do you focus on in your business?
I really love portrait photography, specifically weddings, engagement photos, families, and maternity photos. It's been really fun to shoot here in the studio now too, and kind of have my own space to be creative and make memories for my clients.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful space that you
Thank
have here
you.
too. So do you have any specific projects that you're working on or initiatives? I think you told me about some of the classes that you're offering.
Yeah, I just hosted my first workshop here. I've had a lot of photographers who have messaged me asking about, camera questions or posing or how do you get clients, all that kind of stuff. So I actually just hosted my very first workshop for some newer photographers. I wanted to focus on posing. A lot of people kind of get stuck when they're taking photos and I don't know what to do with them or I don't know how to pose them. So I really wanted to have a class to show them how I like to pose people, how to be confident behind the camera and stuff like that. And I'd really love to host more workshops in the future. It was really successful. I had 8 people come and we had a couple couples that we took photos of. So they were able to practice what they just learned in the class. So it was really fun.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you're a member of the Oberlin Business Partnership, and it seems that it happened about the same time you moved into this building. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so my landlord, Larry Funk, he really wanted me to be a part of the community here. And I told him, when I moved in that I didn't really know anybody. So he took the initiative to get me a membership for Oberlin Business Partnership. And I've got to meet some people around town. I worked with Flow Train Cafe for their first drag show. I did some photos for them. I was able to meet Tanya, the other photographer in town. We've messaged a little bit on social media, but it was nice to finally meet her and connect with her. And I got to meet with some people at the Oberlin Hotel as well. So it's really been fun to finally meet some people around town and kind of feel a little bit more part of the community.
Yeah, and both of those that you mentioned, Tanya Rosen Jones Photography and Flow Train, are also members. But is there anything that you can say that you really enjoy? I mean, you haven't been a member long, but what have you thought about Oberlin Business Partnership so far?
Yeah, it's been really great. I just feel like really welcomed here and going to the meetings. It was just nice to just put faces to the other businesses here and just learn a little bit about what they do, events that they have going on, and just how I can connect them as a business partner myself.
Why is it that you chose Oberlin out of, you said you moved back to the Cleveland area and you were
Mhm.
doing more business up here, but why did you choose Oberlin for your place to have your business?
I chose Oberlin because it was so close to home for me. I'm based in Amherst. I did look at another photography studio out in Lakewood. I just didn't feel like I didn't feel connected to the area or really connected to the space at all. But once I saw this space in Oberlin, I really loved it. But I've been down here so much for other events such as weddings. I've done weddings at Fairchild Chapel. I've done weddings at the Oberlin Hotel, but I've also done so many photos at the park and around the school with all the architecture. And it felt very comfortable down here. And I know that Oberlin is such an artistic community, and I just really felt like welcomed as an artist here.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So are there any aspects of Oberlin that you really love? I mean, I think you've kind of already mentioned it, but is there something that really jumps out to you?
I just love that I feel like everybody knows all the businesses down here. Also, it's been really cool because I have a lot of other clients that have come out from Cleveland area or the east side and they've never really been to Oberlin before. And they're like, wow, it's really cute down here. I've never been down here. And I like to tell them about the restaurants and other shops down here. So it's been really fun to just kind of bring people to Oberlin through like my networking.
We're very glad to have you as a member of Overland Business
Thank you.
Partnership. And, our goal here is not just that you are a member, but, we are also here to help see you thrive. And
Yeah.
so, we'll be hopefully kind of brainstorming together on ways in which we can help to grow your business a little bit more.
Awesome. Thank
So
you so much.
just want to thank you. And how can people get in touch with you?
So the best way to reach me is through my website. It's eileenelizabeth.com. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram as well, but I would say your best bet to reach me is through my website.
All right. Well, thank you very much,
Awesome.
Aileen.
Thank you.